All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakodash. Double honors to my bishops, apostles, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom, salutations to the brothers out there pushing the word, sincerity, and truth, delivering the message to your elect out there to run the race of salvation. And shalom to your elect, which consists of the men, women, and children that have the true, sincere faith of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua. Also to the speckled birds, the ones that do not look like your average Negro, Latino, or Native American, but the ones that have the spiritual ear to hear. The ones that's looking to earn the wings of salvation, the 3 hour temptation. I'm the brother Amap out of the DC Church, coming at you with a real quick exhortation, and it's going to be based out of the book of Malachi. And if you go to the book of Malachi, you see that the book of Malachi is going into, like, basically we just came out of exile as far as Babylon, and the temple was rebuilt and things of that nature, but the morals within inside the nation of Israel was diminished, man. It was deteriorated. You know, you had the priests giving up defective sacrifices and things of that nature because of the nation of Israel wasn't giving up tithes and giving up offerings, you know, to support the priesthood and things of that nature. So so others, the ones that are without, like the widows, the orphans, and people that's more unfortunate than others, you know, so they could receive and they could be more blessed, you know, so they could be married, you know. So the people, you could tell they was in a scarcity mindset due to the fact that, like, they think they might not get back, you know, they might not get that stuff back, you know. But look, check this out, you know. Lord's will, this will be edifying and motivation through the Spirit to seek the Lord 10 times more. This is Malachi 3 verse 10, and it says, "Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house, and provide me now wherewith, thus saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes, and he shall not devour the fruits of your ground, neither shall your vine cast her fruit before the time in the field, saith the Lord of hosts. And all nations shall call you blessed, for ye shall be a delightsome land, saith the Lord of hosts." And the thing about it, right, he said he's going to give you so much, right? So, like, the agriculture of the nation of Israel, like you growing corn, or you got cattle and things of that nature, you know, the Lord said you're going to be blessed. He said he will I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes. So, you know, any types of animals that might mess up the crops or things of that nature, you know, he's going to stop them. He's going to stop the locusts. He's going to stop the bunny rabbits and all them other animals that will mess with the crops. So you can give to the storehouse to help the priesthood, because the priesthood was low on everything because of the nation of Israel wasn't given to given to the storehouse, which now our storehouse is spiritual, right? Because we're building the temple now, right? And it's all about what? Us giving ourselves the living sacrifice to give to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, to put our all into Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. So what? So we can receive blessings beyond our belief, which we are receiving, right? Because even though, like, our outward man will perish, right? We get stressed out. We're getting more gray hairs. You know, some of us are gaining weight. Some of us are losing weight. And you have this fluctuation of, like, going up and down, going through the trials and tribulations, but keeping your faith strong, right? I think about, I thought about something else. Something else is about to pop up, but it'll come to me. But this is one of the scriptures I think about, like how, you know, it's worth well, because he just said, like, he said, try me, you know, try me and see if I don't give you so much to where, you know, you're gonna have so much, there's not gonna be enough room for you to store it inside your own place. So you have to give, you know. It's just like you'll be greedy, you'll be crazy not to give, right? This is Matthew 29, so like this is Matthew 19, verse, I'm gonna start at 28. And Yahushua said unto them, "Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 tribes, sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel, and every one that have forsaken houses, brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, ye shall receive an hundredfold and shall inherit everlasting life. And that's what we're looking for, man. We're looking to die, to kill that inner man, that leaven, you know, to receive something so glorious and so beautiful that our minds can't really fathom how many blessings the Lord is going to pour upon us, man. You know, and we do know, we have an inkling, right? Because, you know, a lot of calamities, a lot of famine is going to come, life-threatening situations are going to come, near-death accidents is going to come. But all of this is we pour our spirit and, you know, put all our nuts and bolts, like they say, put all our eggs in one basket and give that to the Lord. He's going to pour upon us blessings too much for us to hold inside. So we have to, we will basically have to give out, right? And one of the things I take in notion, keep in mind, that is just like with the influx that's coming, we know that with the good is going to come bad. Just like with the apostles in their day of Pentecost, I forget how many men came into the fold, but basically you're going to have to keep fighting until Yahawashi comes. So, you know, so since we got the infinite strength from above, you know, we know that we could overcome and conquer anything that comes our way. We just have to keep constantly going over these things to believe these things. It says, but many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Yeah, there's a lot of people that right now, like you got IUIC, ISUBK, you know, they basically believe like this is what they're acting like this is their kingdom. They want to build here, stay here, save black people, whatever the hell that means, because not everybody's going to be saved. And we're out here to encourage the individuals, like, look, don't watch out for them. You know, these warnings are going out, and it's good to take heed. It says, then shall thou well understand, you know, because the times is coming to where the Lord is going to visit this place. You know, and the Lord, you can sense the Lord's presence is here. So that's why he judges first the ones he's closest to, right? So the nation of Israel, before Edom Esau really gets a kick in the ass, the nation of Israel is going to get a kick in the ass. Martial law, famine, things of that nature, because we know Edom Esau is trying to constantly suppress and depress our people. Just real quick, because I thought about it, because, you know, it says take good heed. I thought about take good heed, but then I think of another one is 2nd Ezra, where it says, then shall I well understand, you know? But I think it's 9. You know, and that's the thing. We want to, it says, with all like getting, get understanding. You know, understanding comes with substance. With substance, you know, you have value. With value, you know, to protect, you know, to guard it with your life. I got a Benjamite Christian goer that I used to work with, and he said, guard it, protect it with your. And he said, protect your purity. You know, Benjamin and stuff, you know. He said, guard it with your life. Beautiful, you know, you got a zeal, but not according to knowledge, you know. Beautiful man. But yeah, this is 2nd Ezra 9. It says, and I'll start at 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he hath made. Therefore, when thou shalt see earthquakes, uproars of the people and the world, then shalt thou well understand that that the Most High spake those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So we're out there to proclaim these words. We're out here to forecast the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the words that Yahweh Shem Yahawashi has bestowed upon us to give to the people to protect themselves. You know, because the times that's coming, man, only the Lord will be able to protect you, and you have to understand that and constantly rehearse that and go over that. This is not our fight. This is the Lord's fight. Only thing we're here to do is to serve Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, the brothers, and anything that comes with that. You know, and it also comes with marking people too, because the truth is hard to tell and it's hard to hear. Sometimes you have to tell, you have to mark people for death because the Lord don't want them. You know, you think about King David. I think about this story a lot, to where basically the Lord put a spirit on King David to go off to number the children of Israel, because there was a certain amount of people that he didn't want. So this is all of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's doings, you know, to better the nation of Israel, because there's a lot of characters, and the case in point, there's a lot of characters that's secretly women worshipers, you know, Captain Saber hoes, and vice versa. You also have these so-called believers, these, you know, the sisters, or how the brothers say it, these females that they claim to be believers, but they're really secretly feminists, you know, not willing to submit, not willing to fully submit, because just as much as we have to work on things, so do others. So I pray and hope that you was edified, comforted, and motivated in spirit to seek ye the Lord 10 times more. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to my bishops, apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom. Salutations to brothers out there pushing words of Syrian truth, and shalom to the elect. Shalom.